What if the reason you're stuck is because you're too smart? Think about it. You understand things quickly. You see patterns others don't. You analyze deeply. You think ahead. So logically, you should be ahead in life. But you're not. You're still stuck. Still overthinking. Still delaying. Still watching others win. And that creates a dangerous question in your mind. What's wrong with me? But nothing is wrong with you. In fact, that's exactly the problem. You're too aware, too analytical, too careful, and in today's world, that can become a trap. Let me explain. There are two types of people. The first type acts first, thinks later. They take risks, they make mistakes, they fail fast, but they move forward. The second type thinks first, then thinks again, then analyzes every possible outcome, then waits for the perfect moment. And that moment never comes. Guess which one wins? It's not about intelligence. It's about execution. Because action creates results. Thinking creates delay. And smart people get addicted to thinking because it feels productive. You sit there, planning your future, imagining scenarios, learning new strategies, watching videos like this, and your brain rewards you. It tells you you're improving. But you're not moving. You're stuck in preparation mode. And preparation, without action, is just procrastination in disguise. Now, here's where it gets worse. The smarter you are, the more risks you can see. You don't just see one possible failure. You see 10. You imagine what could go wrong. You calculate outcomes. You predict problems. And instead of helping you, it freezes you. Because your brain is trying to protect you. It wants certainty. It wants guarantees. But success doesn't work like that. There are no guarantees, only probabilities. And the only way to increase your chances is to act. But overthinkers don't act. They wait. They hesitate. They doubt. They stay in their head. And slowly, they lose momentum. While someone less intelligent, but more action-oriented, moves ahead, fails, learns, adjusts, wins. And that's when it hits you. How did they succeed? I'm smarter than them. Yes, you are. But they moved. And you didn't. That's the brutal truth. Now, let's talk about perfection. Because this is another trap. Smart people hate doing things badly. They want everything to be perfect. Perfect timing, perfect plan, perfect execution. But perfection is the enemy of progress. Because perfection delays action, and delayed action kills momentum. So you keep waiting, you keep refining, you keep improving the plan, but you never start. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Because now, there's pressure, fear, expectation, and your mind tells you, what if it doesn't work? So you delay again, and again, and again, until months pass, years pass, and nothing changes. But here's the truth. Nobody starts perfect. Not the people you admire, not the creators you watch. They all started messy, confused, unprepared. But they started, and that's what separates them from you. Not talent, action, relentless, imperfect action. Now, let's talk about another hidden problem. Information overload. You consume too much. Books, videos, courses, advice, different strategies, different opinions, different methods. And instead of helping you, it creates confusion. Because now, you don't know what to do, so you do nothing. Because doing nothing feels safer than doing the wrong thing. But here's the reality. There is no perfect path. Only your path. And you create it by moving, not thinking. Moving. So every time you overthink, you delay your life. Every time you hesitate, you lose momentum. Every time you choose comfort, you stay stuck. And slowly, you start believing that maybe you're not capable. Maybe success is for others. But that's not true. You're not stuck because you're incapable. You're stuck because you're trapped in your own mind. And until you break that pattern, nothing will change. So how do you escape this trap? The answer is simple. You need to reprogram the way you think about action. Right now, you believe you need clarity before action. But in reality, clarity comes from action, not before it, after it. Step 1. You lower the standard. Yes, You stop trying to be perfect, and you allow yourself to be bad. Your first attempt should be messy, uncomfortable, imperfect, because that's the point. Action is not about proving you're good. It's about collecting data. Every time you act, you learn something. Every mistake becomes feedback. Every failure becomes direction, and slowly, you improve. But if you never act, you never learn. And if you never learn, you never grow. So your new rule is simple. Do it badly, but do it. Step 2. You create a bias for action. This means you stop giving your brain time to overthink, because overthinking needs time. So you remove that time. You follow a simple rule. If something takes less than 5 minutes, do it immediately. No thinking, just move. And for bigger decisions, you set a deadline. You decide fast, and you commit, because indecision is what keeps you stuck. Step 3. You focus on repetition, not results, because results take time, but actions can happen today. So instead of asking, will this work? You ask, how many times can I try? Because success is not a single event. It's a pattern. Step 4. You detach from outcome. This is where most people fail. They want guarantees. They want certainty, but that mindset creates fear. So instead, you shift your focus. You stop asking, what if I fail? And you start asking, what will I learn? Step 5. You build momentum, because momentum is everything. Once you start moving, things become easier, decisions become faster, but the hardest part is starting. That first step feels heavy, uncomfortable, uncertain, but once you take it, everything changes. Now listen carefully. Your intelligence is not your weakness. Your thinking is not your enemy. The problem is, you're using it at the wrong time. Thinking is powerful after action, not before it. Use your intelligence to improve, not to delay. Use your awareness to adjust, not to avoid. Because if you don't control your mind will control you, and it will keep you safe, but stuck. Now imagine this. 1 year from now, 2 versions of you exist. The first version kept thinking, still stuck, still frustrated. The second version started, took messy action, failed multiple times, learned fast, improved daily, and now, moving forward, not perfect, but progressing. The difference between these 2 versions is not intelligence, it's action. So the real question is, which version are you becoming? Because every day you wait, you choose. Every time you hesitate, you choose. Every moment you delay, you choose. And one day, those choices become your life. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop preparing forever, and start moving, because your future does not belong to the smartest person. It belongs to the one who acts. Now, the next move is yours.